already been penned. When my heart ponders the glorious wonders of a baby king who came to save me. Too marvelous for words, too beautiful to fathom. Tell me again how divinity came down, wrapped himself in flesh so I could walk in freedom now. Tell me again, oh, no matter how many times I'm told, this story never gets old. It never gets old.
Wow. What a beautiful song. Oh, welcome everybody. And thanks for joining us for another episode of our Christmas shows. Today, my guest is a singer-songwriter from Ontario, Canada, Damara Melissa. Hi, thank you so much for joining me and for sharing with us that beautiful song. Now, you wrote this song, right?
I did, yes.
Oh, tell us about how did this song come to be?
Okay, well, I actually was trying to write a Christmas song when this came. I hadn't written one yet, and I love Christmas, and so
Me too.
obviously, as Christians, we love Christmas, but it is just one of my favorite times of year, and
Mhm.
it's the pinnacle of our faith, right? So
Yes.
I really wanted to write a Christmas song, and I don't usually actually write that way. Usually I just write from inspiration of like what
Mhm.
I'm going through in my life. But I was determined. And so I kind of sat down to write a Christmas song, and I just could not write a Christmas song. It was just not,
Oh,
it was just not coming. And um, I stopped to pray, like, Lord, because I really wanted to write something fresh, something,
right.
from a new perspective, or
Yeah.
because there's so many Christmas songs. And I just felt the Lord say in my spirit, um, just write the same thing. It never gets old, like it just never gets
Oh,
old. And it was like, yeah, like I don't need to say anything new. This is the best thing that has happened, and it is
absolutely.
as true and impactful today as it was 2,000 years ago.
That's
And
right.
I really don't need to say anything new. I just need to say the same thing.
That's right.
So that's literally what I wrote.
Oh, yes, he gave you the title of the song.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It is absolutely beautiful. It is. And the words mean so much.
Thank
Uh,
you. Yeah.
yes, yes. Now, where can people listen to it?
Yeah. So this song is on all streaming platforms. It's on Spotify, Apple Music. Um,
Mm,
that what you just played was a clip from the YouTube lyric video that is out on YouTube. So it really is anywhere that you listen to music, you can find the song. It never gets old.
yes, 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 absolutely. Oh, wow. Thank you for sharing that with us. And it's important for us to pray when we get mind blocks, especially, and if you're a songwriter or an actor or anything, you just or an author, whatever we do, sometimes we do get those blocks, and we
Mhm.
just need to rely on our prayer with the Lord, and He will come through for us. He sure does
Amen. He does
every time,
every time.
absolutely. Damra, now you're in Ontario, Canada.
Yes.
What what is special about this time of year and celebrating Christmas? What's your favorite or fun thing to do with your family there?
Yeah, I don't know if it's unique to being here, but one of the things we love to do is go and see Christmas lights. So we have a few communities that they go all out for Christmas time with their house displays, and so we just love going to those sort of areas and driving through, and seeing the Christmas lights. We usually go the day before Christmas Eve because on Christmas Eve it's really, really busy, so it goes really slow. But, yeah, that's something that we really love to do. My kids love it, so that's one of our traditions.
That's wonderful. Yeah, Christmas lights are beautiful, and they certainly can help put you in the mood for
Mhm.
the season. Now, being a singer-songwriter, I know that this is what the Lord has called you to do.
Mm.
How has your faith helped in your calling to be a singer-songwriter?
Hmm. Um, yeah, I think honestly my faith is almost the reason for it. Um I don't know that I would be a singer-songwriter if I wasn't like if it wasn't about my faith, you know? It is what I write about. It's also the thing that keeps me going, like knowing that there is potentially somebody to bless on the other end of my songs helps me to continue sharing them and trying to be faithful in sharing them. So, yeah, like, I do love it. It's not that it's, a chore, but if it wasn't about my faith, I don't know that I'd be doing it, honestly. Um, but I feel more than called to share my songs, I feel the Lord has called me to share what He's done in my life, and the avenue He's given me is through song. So that's what I that's why I share them, and yeah, kind of how I share what he's done as well.
Yeah, yes, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. It's a great gift, being able to sing
Mm,
and being able to write songs as well. So,
yeah.
how long have you been a singer songwriter?
So technically, I've been writing songs for a very long time. So I started writing when I was 19. My dad passed away,
Oh,
and that's when I started writing. And it was just a way to process my thoughts and my
right,
feelings. And then but I just kept it to myself. It wasn't something I shared with anyone, and it wasn't until 2020 that I really felt like the Lord had been preparing me for years up to that to, like, step out in faith, and
right,
2020
right.
was kind of the year that I realized, man, I have a lot of fear, and
Mm,
a lot of fear of man, especially. And the Lord broke some chains, some really big chains, and that enabled me to step out in faith to begin sharing. So it's been since 2020 that I've really called myself a singer
mhm,
songwriter,
mhm.
sharing. There's been a lot of growth in that time of
Oh, yes. Yeah,
yeah, learning about myself and getting comfortable with my instrument, my voice, and yeah,
yeah.
so it's been it's been a really cool journey.
Now, you mentioned fear
Mm,
a while ago. I think that we all um, go through some of that
mm,
in whatever we do.
mm,
Um, what would be something, maybe not an advice, but maybe a suggestion
mm,
that you might give someone who maybe feel called to do
mm,
something but afraid to make that step, just to
yeah.
step out? What is something that, from your experience and what you've been through, what is something you might suggest for that person?
Yeah, I feel like fear keeps us in a cage. That's what I realized in experience, that I was caged because of fear. And what I would encourage other believers who feel called to something is to fear God above all else. And truly, when we fear God above all else, we find freedom, because he frees us from everything else that will hinder us, to be able to literally worship him alone. And fear can be a form of worship, of finding our um, sort of our security in other things. And when we find it in God alone, then we're free to do whatever he's called us to do. So I would just encourage anyone stuck to pray for freedom from fear of other things other than God, and a true fear of the Lord alone, to be able to overcome that.
Wow, that is great, great advice right there, and certainly prayer.
Mm,
Uh, and it's an everyday. It's not something you just one day you
get
you
over.
pray to him, and right. It is a daily
Yeah.
renewing of that, don't you think?
I do. I do. There's often we get that initial like big push, or that transformation that, sets us on a path. But then the flesh, like we are tempted to go back to those old ways, or just other experiences will come up and tempt us to go back there again. And so it is really, as the word says, a daily renewing of our mind, to not go back to those old ways of thinking or of being, and continuing to lay that before the Lord when you see yourself
Right.
experiencing that fear again, and just asking the Lord to take it again and keep you going. So I definitely agree with that. I've experienced that for sure.
Definitely, definitely, and I can certainly relate. And but I will tell you, if you take that first step, if you step out, God will take care of the rest. He will
Amen.
certainly give you what you need and when you need it.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Oh my goodness. Well, now It Never Gets Old is a single.
Mhm.
Um, are you planning to do more recordings, or have you done more recordings?
Yeah, so my first EP was, I guess, my first real project, and it is called Beginnings, and it just is a journey. It documents my journey through 2020, really, and the things that the Lord brought me through. And so that is out on all streaming platforms as well. I do have a few lyric videos for some of those songs on YouTube. And then I am currently in the process of recording a few new songs for what I hope to be my second EP. So I'm working on those amidst all of the other responsibilities of life. And hopefully we'll be able to start releasing those in the fall into 2025.
Wow. Well, yes. And now you are a mom too, right?
Yes.
Have a husband and a mom. So you've got a full-time job.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh, well, I want to just thank you, Damara, for taking time to share your beautiful song and your music and your voice, and being my guest today. And I
Thank
wish you and your family a wonderful Christmas season.
you.
And I want to thank all of you all for watching, and those who are watching on Abundant TV Network as well. Have a wonderful Christmas season and have faith, and look up, friends,
Mhm.
where our help comes from. Bye. God bless.